Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and I hope everybody has even better New Year. Today's topic is what happened in Nashville, Tennessee on Christmas Day. There was an explosion that was an intentional act that occurred downtown Nashville. The RV exploded. There's a video that surfaced on Twitter pertaining the warning right prior to the explosion. Therefore, it was actually suspected it's going to happen, but it hasn't been fully authenticated at this point in time. There's no manifesto that was left. There was damages to the nearby buildings. The luxury loft building downtown Nashville was damaged. People were missing their pets. There's also pleas on Twitter if people found their cats, etc., to notify the owners because they had to be displaced. The windows were shattered. It's quite serious, and it was very scary for people to wake up to something like that on Christmas morning. Nevertheless, thus far, there's no manifesto. So there was no purpose. Also, there's not much information being released to the public besides the fact there's a person of interest that the Federal Bureau of Investigation has at this point. There's also some tissue found in a scene that possibly someone is deceased, possibly even the organizer. At this point, it seems the AT&T was a targeted attack, but then again, also it seems to be a lone wolf versus state or non-state actors operatives, even though taking out the communications would be that something non-state actors would do before, and this would be a prelude for even bigger attack, possibly even at New Year's. However, obviously this is just a hypothetical statement, because if it was actually foreign state actors involved in something like that, and especially given intentions with Iran, and also I'm not saying Iran did it at all, but I'm saying there's tensions in the Middle East. Israel fired rockets into Syria on Christmas Day as well, even though Syria reported that they had Russian anti-missile systems that actually were able to thwart the attack. There was also attack on U.S. embassy in Iraq. So there's a lot of things that happened yesterday, and it is sad that people actually do that on a religious holiday where a lot of people do celebrate. But nevertheless, at the same time, there could be that its nexus related to non-state actors. But at the same time, given the lack of information and given the fact there's no manifesto and no statements and nobody took responsibility, it is highly likely it was a lone wolf attack versus an organized situation. But given the fact, because there was no manifesto, it is not classified as terrorist act as of yet, because in order to classify it as a terrorist act, there has to be political motivation and there has to be other criteria to hit for an event to be called a terrorist act. Even though it should be called domestic terrorism, but at this point we are not even sure about that. There was a lot of conspiracy theories that came out on social media, of course, after the scenario, claiming that either, it's extreme right wing helping Trump, causing diversion before he leaves the office, or vice versa. Some were blaming Antifa. There's a lot of blame going back and forth, but nevertheless, right now it's not confirmed. ATF squad would be the best to eventually give details. However, it is uncertain if the details will truly ever be released to the public based on its sensitivity and a lot of facts, like Las Vegas concert. There was a huge mass deaths involved and shooting involved, but at the end of the day, no information was released, even though the gunman was identified. A lot of factors. To this day, this story died out, but there wasn't enough information at the end of the day what truly occurred and why, even though there was a lot of theories. But as far as the action in Tennessee, the concern is, one, if it is non-state actors and they're actually organized group, what was the purpose of it? Nashville, well, the mayor is a Democrat if you go with American politics. Tennessee itself is a conservative state. Memphis is a Democratic city. So like I said, there's a lot of, it can be Democrat or Republican motivated. If it is foreign state actors, then, and if it is, for example, related to the Middle East scenario, if it already happened near AT&T building, as I said, it would be a prelude for something bigger that could occur next, because usually this type of small events. However, I don't want to cause any panic. Obviously, this is just like my hypothetical analysis and statement, but overall, it has not even been confirmed that it's foreign state actors even involved. But again, this is my video, and this is what, I would love, at the end of the day, I would love for it never to happen again. I wish terrorism never happened. I wish such events never occurred where it disrupts people's lives. But we do live in a society that unfortunately this keeps happening. And especially after 9/11, we've been extra vigilant everywhere in the world, and it changed a lot. The Patriot Act changed a lot how U.S. responds. It changed the fact how Canada responds. But at the end of the day, I would love to know everybody's opinions. Please click like, please subscribe to my channel. Would love to have a discussion about this. What does everybody think? What do you think it was? Basically, what is the motivation? Do you think it's a lone wolf? Do you think it was foreign state actors? Would love to hear everybody's opinions, of course. Hope everybody has a great new year. And thank you for watching and have a great day, everybody. Thanks again.